I'm here. I'm here and I am here. Watashi ga kita. Fala, rapaz, e tudo bem? Deixa eu dar uma esticada aqui nos prótons e nos nêutrons. Pronto, agora tá sujo na montanha russa, meu. Agora sim, dá pra fazer os baratos rodar. De buenas, nas laguenas. O que eu tô esperando? Ah, eu tô esperando... Na verdade, nada demais. Agora sim. Agora eu senti firmeza. Agora vai. Bom, eu espero que meu áudio esteja bom. Porque se não estiver, isso vai ser muito triste. Mas acho que tá bom sim. Ok, sem cantoria, vamos à leitura do dia. Palavra de HOMESTUCK. Continuemos aqui no ato 3. Check self for any mixed atoms with cat. Ela usou um teleporte junto com um gatinho. Nope, no mixed atoms. Looks like you and the kitty kept your genes to yourselves. Your new kitty, whose name is... You'll think of one later. Hey, where the heck are you anyway? Look around the room. Ok. O mundo ainda está acabando lá fora. Então ela está na casa dela. Oh, you're back home. The well-stocked bar and the vantage from the window tells you this is your mom's room. Isso é um quarto, mas cadê a cama? Or at least what you thought was her room. You decide not to be especially melodramatic about this revelation. Watch the meteor impact. Ela não tem tempo de ficar olhando, mas assim, é uma vista bem diferentosa, então tudo bem ela querer parar pra olhar. Huh? That's funny. Shouldn't that place be unestablished by now? The downpour of smaller meteors has stopped. É verdade, tava chovendo meteoritos, e agora não está mais. Puta que pariu! Ok. Isso é preocupante. Better get out of here. This room is a power keg with all this booze lying around. É verdade, não vai dar nada certo um cômodo cheio de álcool e uma criança com um cachecol pegando fogo e meteoros e tudo mais. Get down to business to defeat the Huns. Ah, meu Deus, voltamos pro John. É sempre quando a coisa tá boa numa criança, a gente vai pra outra, né? Psych! Suddenly, you were feeling very businessman-like for some reason. You just punched a shitload of cards in anticipation of making a whole lot of cool stuff. Ele fez os breguetinhos aqui, os breguenite aqui. This time you didn't foolishly destroy any items. You just looked at the codes for some objects you rounded up and pushed them on blank cards. You wonder how much alchemizing you can get away with before Rose gets back? As if she's got any right to tell you what to do with your hard-earned grease. You're the one running around here putting your ass on the line. All she's got to do is mess around with her computer. Anyway, you better hurry. Jade, Dream. Gente, a gente foi da Rose pro John e agora estamos na Jade. Eu não vou reclamar disso porque a Jade é minha favorita, né? Então já vamos ver essa gracinha dormindo aqui. Ih, caralho, mas o que é isso? Ih, caceta. Fuck! What's that, bro? Oh, God. Chegamos. Ai, o robô tá fazendo a mesma coisa que ela. No sonho. You are now dreaming. Your dreambot is awake and active. Obliquely foreshadow future through interpretive dance. Boa noite, Vitor. Há quanto tempo mesmo? Como vai você? A expressão de... Eu não sei nem definir que expressão é essa. Ah, é a dança dela, né? Essa é a dança interpretativa. O robô está dançando interpretativamente também. Eu estarei presa em casa durante um bom tempo, então sim. Fala, painha! Quanto tempo? Como é que está você também? Your silly dance foreshadows nothing and is essentially meaningless, but it sure is a lot of fun. É uma dança interpretativa, gente. Ressurgir, é isso que eu estou vendo. Conseguiu internet aí onde você tá? Meu Deus, a Jade tá tipo... Meu amigo, ela dormiu em cima dela mesma. Jade Bot. Deve ser meio pesadinha essa Jade Bot aí. You climb into bed and try to get comfortable. But some sort of invisible force is pressing down on you, a strange feeling of cold heavy metal. This happens every time you try to get into bed. No wonder you can never get any sleep. Ela nunca consegue dormir nos sonhos dela porque ela fica com a sensação de que tem uma pedra de metal encobrindo ela, né? E não é por menos, é o Dreambot dela. Eu tô bem também. É sim, vocês estão tudo reaparecendo nessas lives de Homestuck. Homestuck é bom pra trazer vocês, os mortos, de volta à vida. Nossa, e hoje, num dia de finados ainda, é temático, né? Realize you can fly. Realmente, se ela tá no mundo dos sonhos, ela pode fly. E o robô também. Porque ele é meio Astro Boy. There's not much to realize. Of course you can fly. Open the package. Ah, ela conseguiu o pacote. You stop all this flying around nonsense and examine John's birthday package. From GG to GT. No, from GT to GG. Unfortunately, you cannot open it yet. This package has an important journey to make first. You're planning on delivering it momentarily. Good thing you already know what's inside, otherwise you would surely be consumed by curiosity and suspense. You sincerely pity anyone who might be forced to endure such a fate. Ela já sabe o que tem dentro, mas a gente, o leitor, não. Months in the past. Ah, tava no inverno na casa do John. Meu Deus, por que tá tudo rabiscado? Enough for the above weather to be seasonably reconcilable. Tô com fome de cérebros. Cérebro. Hey, happy birthday, Jade! Yay, thank you, John! Woo, okay. I got your present in the mail just on time. Plus, I sent roses and Davis too. Why do you guys' birthday got to be all bunched together like that? You are running me ragged. I know, but it's nice of you to think of us all like that. I can't wait for you to see what I got you. I don't want to spoil it or anything, but hopefully it will help you solve those problems you've been having lately. Mysterious wink. Ding ding. I'm sure it is great. I can't wait either. It might take a while to get here from there, but it will be worth the wait. Oh man, I am such an idiot. I forgot about how long it takes you to get stuff. Ugh. John, that's okay, really. I'm sure we'll get to me exactly when it needs to, and it will be a nice surprise when it does. Okay, well, I hope so. Heart. Hold on. Okay, I'm back, sorry. I had to tell someone to go away. Oh god, the trolls again? Yep. They have been such a pain in the ass lately. It seems like there are so many. There are either like 50 of these retards or it's one guy with a lot of alt accounts. I've never had any sort of feeling about them or what they want, which is kind of weird. But it seems to me like they are probably all different people and not one guy. I have counted 12. What do they want with us? Some people just like to needle others for some reason, John. It is like a game, I guess. They're like pranksters. Oh hell no, shittiest pranksters ever. But I think they're mostly harmless. Every so often they manage to get through my block filter and hassle me. It's been going on for years. Actually, some of them are kind of funny, I think. Oh wow, what? Years? Okay, well, I'm sick of them. I've been thinking of changing my parserchum handle to throw them off the trail. So, I guess I'm gonna do that. Ah, o nome dele era Ghosty Trickster e depois ele mudou pra Ectobiologist. Isso faz sentido. Por isso que no dele não tem os trolls, hoje em dia. Caralho, que bagunceira. You have already carved a few totems, but you have had to return to the living room for more crookside dolls. Your carving work is not nearly complete. Every time you re-enter your room, you shudder at the recent handiwork of some mischievous imps. You just can't turn it back on them for a second. Rotten imps. Those posters were like children to you. I rose flea room. At long last, you have returned to your bedroom with a stable power supply and internet connection. Que bichinho. Vodka Mutini pours at your side. Vodka Mutini, isso é nome de gato mutante agora. You suppose you will call it Muti for short. Pastor John. That's quite a totem collection. What you're planning? Oh, hi! Gonna make some stuff. Are you okay? Hasn't your house been on fire for like 5 hours now? No, that was the nearby forest, which up until quite recently would have been best described as on fire. But you may be excited to learn that just as recently, my house finally notched that achievement. Wow, congrats, I guess? Thank you. Have you seen Dave? Nah. His bro's probably busy kicking his ass. That's probably all there is to say on the matter. Okay, I'm going to start putting this grist to use too. Let's be sparing with the frivolous knick-knack, breeding, and focus on getting you up to the gate, okay? Yeah, okay, I hear you, but I think we'll have plenty. I've been killing imps all over the house, and now it's lousy with gushers. Grist. Serve them right for ruining my posters, the bastards. Which posters? Don't you see? My sweet movie posters. Look at them, they're fucking ruined. John. Huh? Are you suggesting that imps are responsible for defacing your movie posters? Yeah. Your posters have looked like that ever since I first saw your room, the moment we started playing this game. I thought you had defaced them ironically to mock your father's interests. John? Very funny, Rose. Ha 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 ha. Meu Deus do céu. Nice joke. Great joke there, Rose. Top of the line prank. This is good. Laughter is probably the best way to avoid being especially melodramatic about the revelation. Yes, yes! Let's keep this joke going, because it is such a good one. Oh my. Fala, Vimão, tudo bom? Eu tô aqui na risada forçada do John. Eu tô bem, e você? Descend. Wayward Vagabond. O Wayward Vagabond tá na casa da Jade milhares de anos no futuro. You cannot descend from the top of your mobile station. The loose cable you gathered up and tied together is not yet long enough to allow you to reach the ground safely. You have used all the cable you can find. You will have to come up with another plan. Sacrifice your mayoral sash for more cables. No way! Ah, que bom que você tá bem. Absolutely not. What? Are you crazy? A mayor does not relinquish his mayoral sash under any circumstances ever. Period. I purified the temple. That's such a dumb idea. Not as dumb as using your sash, but it comes close. That temple is way too big. You'd probably just end up purifying a chunk of useless boring rock. Wait, what's that? There's something dangling from the top of one of the towers near the temple. Command Serenity to carry the rope for you. Oh, que conveniente. She's a tiny insect and cannot possibly lift more than the weight of a pumpkin seed. She does, however, inform you of what the ledge contains through a series of informative blinks. Código Morse, lembra? There's an old rusty harpoon lodged into the crumbling rock. Tied to it is a bunched up jumble of handy cable. This strikes you as convenient. Foi o que eu disse. It is almost as if someone knew you would need a bunch of cable, and that you would have a mayoral sash made out of cable, and that you were particularly attached to that mayoral sash and would stubbornly refuse to use it. Deixa eu só ver se tá dando ruído pelo Audacity aqui. Não parece que tá dando ruído, não. Não, mas se tiver, vocês podem me avisar, tá? Vou agradecer. Ruído, tipo, muito chato. Anyone who knew that much would surely possess a special gift. Alas, it seems a bit far-fetched. Get your rope. Okie dokie. Okay, we just established it was a cable and not a rope, but that's okay. You take a hasty swig from one of your delicious pawns and put down. You then quickly adjust the coordinates to purify the jumble of handy cable. Ah, pegou o pacote. To Mr. Mayer. Oh, of course. The time wasn't set to the present moment. Somehow it got reset to a few hundred years ago. It is some sort of present from the past. In the present. Attached is an envelope. It looks extremely important. You open the envelope. Inside is a letter and another envelope. This is all highly confusing and you do not know what to make of it. Still, it is obviously critical mayoral business, which you take very seriously, and you will defend the package with your life. Try to purify the cable again. Oh. You set the time to the present and purify the jumble of cable. Take obvious course of action. Agora ele consegue. You tie all cable together and carefully lower your precious pumpkin bundle. Bindle, I don't know. You then rappel down the station with the package, which must not leave your side. Years in the future, which is to say the present moment precisely. What? Someone's watching him? Fuck. Is that a... Oh. Oh god, what's happening? Oh, she's coming. Oh god. That's nice. Yes! Keep reading to unlock. Yes, that's awesome. That's very awesome. We did it, guys. We did it. We now have access to the songs. Why am I talking in English? I don't know. A Caixa coloca a bola dela de jeito haha. Fala, rica ghetto seto. Tudo bom? Ghetto seto-san. Ohayou. Konbanwa. Tudo mais. An aimless renegade prepares for company. Ah, é o cara dos keep out. Caution. Nossa, ele tava usando um binóculo simplesmente de uma arma. Caralho. Build as much as you can, as fast as you can. Eu tô bem, estou muito bem. E você, como vai? Okay, while I make some stuff here, can you keep an eye out for the imps? Just keep the safe or tub handy or something. It'll serve them right for trashing my posters. Tudo tranquilo? Então tá beleza. I keep telling you the posters were always like that. And I keep telling you, haha, very funny. Here, look. Oh, they were. They actually were. Okay. Yeah, I saw those, but they didn't look like that before. You must have changed them. Even if I had the motive for such a bizarre and pointless deception, where would I find the time? I don't even have Photoshop. Then why didn't you tell me they were there? I had no reason to think you were not aware of them. I thought they were strange, certainly, but was not struck by any particular impulse to discuss them. Okay, it still doesn't make sense though. Implying that I drilled them a while ago and then forgot and couldn't see them, and now suddenly see them? That's stupid. What would that even mean? Está parecendo uma coisa que o Andrew Hussey colocou depois, e daí ele meio que tentou fazer um retcon. Agora eu tenho coisa pra jogar, não é mesmo? Agora eu tenho. Tô jogando lá o Butterfly Soup 2 no meu canal do YouTube, Zizibs Joga. Já tem 2 gameplays. Gravei o suficiente pra ter 4 até então, mas ainda vai ter mais. Saiu um jogo novo da Rusty Lake Games. Lembra aquele joguinho de point click bizarro? Saiu mais um desse. Aí esse eu vou jogar em live. Um dia aí. Na verdade eu ainda tenho que comprar ele, mas enfim, vai acontecer. It looks like you were in your father's room recently. Yeah. And how did it make you feel to discover what was in there? Oh no, I just realized. You're going to psychotherapify me. Well, don't bother. Maybe I am just being a friend? Maybe. Eyes suspiciously. Anyway, I guess you saw what's in there. It's boring and there's not much to even see. That doesn't matter. What matters is how seeing it affected you. I think it clearly has in some way. Well, I don't know. At first I was nervous to go in and find more of his weird clowns, because of course they are stupid and I hate them a lot. But then, when I didn't see any, it was weird. I felt weirdly, disappointed almost. It is fair to say this changed your perception of your father? Yeah, I guess. It is such a stretch to conclude it changed your perception of other things as well? No, maybe not. But what are you getting at? It sounds like you're saying I'm crazy. Alchemize. Well, I don't like to use the word crazy. Oh god. See? This is terrible bullshit. That was a joke. But anyway, whether it means you are crazy or not, consider this theory. Your presumably long-standing tendency for scrolling this imagery is really your subconscious trying to express something disturbing within you. Possibly something from your past, which you have blocked out. And since you have suppressed it, your conscious self cannot acknowledge the drawings, therefore they have been invisible until now. Why now? Perhaps because you have seen evidence that conflicts with a worldview your subconscious has constructed to obfuscate the truth. That your dad is not necessarily the clown-loving maniac you thought he was. All along, this negative attribute buried in your psyche may have been projected onto him, and subsequently reviled as a sort of defense mechanism. But this is absurd. My dad loves these shitty clowns. He's got all these statues and paintings everywhere. It is unthinkable that over the years it was he who believed you were the one with a passion for clowns. Because of all the strange drawings in your room? A father then embraces a son's hobby to establish a stronger bond, or wages a campaign of passive-aggressive mockery of your interests. Either is plausible. I don't know your dad that well. Lembrando que na casa da Rose rola uma coisa parecida, só que com magos em vez de palhaços. I don't know, not sure about all this. But I think we need to stop and acknowledge the bunny Sassaker fedora I just made. It's awesome. Yeah. Chapeuzinho. Well. Oh man, they keep getting here. Whoa, what are you doing, by the way? Rose, sorry to say this, but this is all looking kind of silly. I'm trying to spread the upward construction around so there's a more substantial foundation for later on. But I'm starting to wonder if it will be strong enough. It's kind of starting to wobble a little. I don't think brick chimneys were meant to serve this architectural purpose. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I might have to adopt a different building strategy. Stick to more load-bearing walls and blockier shapes, especially since grist has been easier to come by lately. Okay, but you really must be running low on time by now, right? Right. Strider! E vamos lá pra Jade. Deixa eu pausar aqui. Oh, fuck. Ah, como ela tá no sonho, ela pode ter quantos braços ela quiser, né? O back row. Nossa, como é que ela não acorda sendo que a robô tá tocando? Tudo que ela faz no sonho, a robô faz na vida real. Ah, o som tá saindo lá na estufa. É assim mesmo que funciona, tá, gente? Ela está em Prospect, a terra dos sonhos de Prospect. Voltando aqui. Ok, good idea. You leave the moon in the cycle though, cause you like it. Go explore the Golden City. Ela pode voar, então tá de boa. Explorando a cidade de Prospect. E o robozinho tá indo junto. Go and make a new friend. What's that? Oh, it's her! She's important. Each letter and envelope. Will you cut that out? You have company. Look behind you. See? Over there. Read letter. Dear Mr. Mayor, go here. Yes. Give present. Hooray! Oh, please do this. The freedom of your people depends on it. Muitas exclamações fofinhas. Você tem que ir aqui e entregar o presente pra ela. Só que ela tá armada porque ela é poucas ideias. Okidoki. Ih, meu Deus, vai rolar um... Meu Deus, vai sambar. Jesus amado. Cover. Vai, pega o esconderijo aí. Piu, 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 piu. Meu Deus, ela tá sambando também. E a minhoca tá comendo. Oh, meu Deus, tá tudo acontecendo nesse... Jesus amado. Vai, dá o presente pra ela. Pronto. Pode entregar. Sejam felizes. Give present, hooray! Ele se aproximando lentamente. Meu Deus. To Miss Mail Lady. O desenho. Gracefully fly to the other golden tower. Ok. Esse é o quarto. You decide to check on your neighbor. Inspect neighbor's tower. Tá bisoiando? It is very much the same as your own. The only difference is that this one is home to a young boy instead of a young girl. You peer through the window. It's John! John is, of course, sound asleep. It looks like he's having troubled dreams as usual. You cannot disturb his slumber though. He will wake up when he's ready. Ah... Caraca, então as coisas estão até aqui. Speaking of John, you wonder if he got the birthday present you sent him. Or for that matter, if you even remember to send it. Darn, you get so confused sometimes. If only you had some system in place to help you remember things. Your moon is getting very close to Skya. You had better go inside soon. It is never a very good idea to be outside during the eclipse. Maybe you can take the opportunity to log onto your computer and ask John about his present. You just know he will think it is awesome, and it will be a great way to thank him from the wonderful present he got you. alchemize in a 90s time-lapse montage. What? That would be pretty cool, and would promote the appearance to the audience that a whole lot was getting done in not much time. But it also sounds like kind of a pain in the ass, so you decide to play it straight up this time. Rose has moved the alchemimeter back down to the deck while she reworks the building project up there. Just as well, because it will save you a lot of legwork. Between this thing, the Designix, and the lathe, that's a whole lot of scrambling around. Recombine hammer and pogo ride. Oh. Virou martelão. Que legal. This time, instead of overlapping the two cards which created the pogo hammer, you use the two codes to double punch a blank card, producing a different hole pattern. The result is the Hammerhead Pogo Ride. It doesn't look like it's as much fun as the original ride, but to be fair, it's probably a lot safer. Double punching cards creates patterns with more holes, rather than less holes by overlapping cards. This strikes you as a viable method for combining more than two items without whittling down to too few holes or too many. Just mix up the overlaps and double punches, and the sky's the limit. Combine ghost shirt and suit. You make the green slime ghost suit. Pretty swanky, but you're not completely satisfied with the wardrobe upgrade yet. Oh, aí sim, hein? Aí sim, hein, meu bom? Essa roupa é boa. You make the wise guy slime suit. Fala, Rucrilhos, tudo bom? Como vai você nesse dia? This is so much better. It seems there are a lot of secret trickstery gimmicks concealed in... Oh shit, there you go, the cards. Combine glasses and PDA. Isso vai ser muito bom. Daí ele não precisa mais usar o PDA e ficar caindo toda hora. Ele pode só falar com os olhos dele, tipo o Google Glass queria fazer. Fino, senhores, demais. You make the serious business goggles. This is a pretty nice hands-free communication solution, and it makes you look way cooler. Like one of the kids from Spy Kids or something. God, that was a good movie. Real spies, only smaller. Combine sledgehammer, telescope and sucker text. Tá, isso ficou meio ruim. Fala, Rucrilhos. You make the telescopic Sasa Crusher at pretty considerable expense. This thing could probably pound an ogre into crude burger. Of course, you have no hope of lifting it whatsoever. Bom, a Rose pode levantar esse negócio aí pra você. Gushers. Yeah. Ai, que nojo. You mix your gushers with some of the blue slime Nana left on the wall to make a box of hellacious blue flag aneurysm gushers with ghostly healing properties. Ah, é de cura. Então é bom. These should be convenient, if somewhat unappetizing. Combine fake arm, blue ectoplasm and PDA. Pra quê? Ah, nossa. Ok, nossa, muito bom, bom demais. Boa ideia. You make the remote ghost gauntlet. It looks like when you put on the special computer glove. Eu estou lendo HOMESTUCK. It lets you control the big slimy ghost hand. The ghost gauntlet appears to have considerably higher lift capacity than your own puny arms. Ele não conseguiria levantar esse martelo facilmente, então usando uma mão fantasma ele consegue. Isso foi muito inteligente. Combine Ghost Gauntlet and Bathroom Mirror. Ah, pra poder fazer uma duplicata. Caramba, você é um gênio. You make a left-handed remote Ghost Gauntlet to complete the pair. Because you don't see why the hell not. Combine Umbrella and Straight Razor. Why? Just... why? Melhor amigo do barbeiro. You make the barber's best friend. It suddenly seems worthwhile to you to go nab that umbrella-kind striped specibus that's been lying in the study for a while. Combine gushers and shaving cream. Barbasol. Só ergue quem é digno, não é mesmo? Ou quem tem uma mão fantasma. You make a deadly Betty Crocker Barbasol bomb. Be careful with that thing, Jesus. Combine Ghost Dad poster with... Okay, you have a cool idea for something to do with your Ghost Dad poster, but it looks like you drill shit all over that one too without realizing it. Lousy goddamn stupid subconscious. Anyway, you think you have an idea how to clean it up. Capture Lock Punch, Heath Ledger Joker figurine. What? Tá, o John tá fazendo muita coisa, gastando os gushers dele, os greases dele. Uma bomba com barbasol, é isso aí. If you can somehow subtract the code of the Joker figurine from the code of the poster, it might work. Luckily, the Joker code only has 2 holes, making the task very simple. The defaced Cosby poster shares those holes. The defaced Cosby poster shares... You determined that the defaced Cosby could only result from a double punching with the Joker, if her theory is correct. This means the original Cosby poster had one of those holes punched, or the other, or neither, making 3 total possibilities. You try out all 3 possible codes, yielding 1 potted plant, 1 painting of a horse attacking a football player, 1 clean Cosby poster. Success. Meu Deus do céu, eu vou fingir que eu entendi tudo. Combine Cosby poster with computer. Fez computador com a cara do Cosby. You make the Cosby top computer. This thing is probably a useless piece of shit, but making it has caused you to feel an alarming sense of satisfaction. Combine Dad's hat and Problems Loath game. What? You make another ordinary fedora with 4 pieces of candy corn inside. Combine Hammer and Problems Loath game. Whatever this item is, you cannot make it yet. It requires a ludicrous amount of grist, some types of which you have not even encountered. Combine iron and pogo hammer. Hiss! You make the wrinkle fucker. Olha o John, cara, todo burguesinho. Que bagunça que tá rolando aqui nesse painel. So much sweet loot. You'd almost think it was simultaneously your birthday and Christmas or something. Of course, you know that is ridiculous and could never conceivably happen. Ah, tá. Vamos pro Dave, então, que ele tá lutando contra o irmão dele e não aparece faz um tempo. A música do Toby Fox. Final round. Aha! 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 Cow, cow, cow! Strife! Cow, cow, cow! Aha! Liu Kang. E o mundo acabando lá atrás. O Liu cai. O Liu Kang caindo. Cheap piece of shit. Ele conseguiu rasgar o emblema de disco na camiseta do Dave. Ele é tão foda que ele não rasgou a camiseta, ele rasgou o emblema. E a espada. E entregou o jogo pro Dave. E saiu. Num skate flutuante muito maneiro. E rasgou a perninha do Liu Kang também. Fuck. Digitando no iPhone. Todo quebradão. Bro, just kicked my ass. That's really all there is to say on the matter. Jade, Pastor John. Loading. Lembrando que ela tá na Terra dos Sonhos de Prospect. Happy birthday, John. Bro, eu me quebrei. Sim, ele cortou a estampa. Skaya tá se aproximando cada vez mais da lua de Prospect. Oh, já tá acontecendo. As nuvens estão mostrando coisas que estão acontecendo. Você conseguiu... Você teve o meu pacote? Ainda não. Ah, tudo bem. As nuvens meio que são janelas para outros acontecimentos aí nesse mundo de sonhos. O passado junto com o presente, mais ou menos. Só que daí teve o portal com o meteoro e o meteoro saiu da nuvem e foi também na Prospect. Esse meteoro ele tinha caído no mundo real com a Jade, mas ele também caiu aí... Nossa, esse meteoro ele caiu em diversos momentos da história da humanidade. Ele tinha caído no passado, agora ele caiu no mundo dos sonhos. E o Backrow não tá deixando ela ir ver o que que é. Só que o Backrow, ele tá tanto no mundo dos sonhos quanto no mundo real. Esse é o cachorro de Deus. Onipresente. O John, ele não acordou em Prospect ainda, mas ele tá sonâmbulo. Se movimentando mesmo sonhando. Fala, Matheus, tudo bom? Ah, tudo bem. Você tá, o quê? 44 minutos atrasado, mas tudo bem. Depois eu vou postar no YouTube mesmo. Tá muito bom, obrigado por perguntar. O John tava dormindo e a Jade acordou agora também. Nossa, quanta coisa que aconteceu, por isso que demorou um pouquinho pra carregar isso. Aí a gente viu essa conversa desenrolando. John, did you get my package? Oh, hey, no, not yet. Darn, are you sure? It was in a green box. Oh, yes, but it's in my dad's car and he's still out at the store. He should be back soon. Great! So, what you're up to today? Lembrando que esse diálogo aqui já aconteceu antes. I am up to my neck in this suburb stuff. TT is making a royal mess of my house. Lol, what's burb? Oh, it's this game. It's okay, I guess. I'm still figuring out. Whoa, what was that? What was what? There was a loud noise outside my house. It sounded like an explosion. Wow, really? I will go outside and look. Oh man, alright, but be careful, okay? I will. A gente já tinha visto essa conversa aqui, só que do ponto de vista do John. Agora a gente tá vendo do ponto de vista da Jade. Ela não tava falando com ele do mundo real, ela tava digitando com ele de Prospect, que é o mundo dos sonhos. Meu Deus do céu. I'm back. Por que isso aqui dá pra clicar? What color are the words that this chum says? Ah, tá na página 293. Ah, ele me colocou de volta onde tinha acontecido esse diálogo. Maneiro pra caramba. Nossa, isso aqui tinha acontecido na página 169 e a gente tá revendo isso agora na página 1073. Caralho. I'm back. Oh, hi. I went to investigate the explosion I heard. Was it by any chance a meteor? Yes. How did you know? Oh man, it's kind of a long story. Anyway, are you okay? Did it blow up your yard or start a fire or anything? No, I'm fine. It landed a pretty good ways from my house and I went to look at it. And it's pretty big. But Beck doesn't want me to go near it, so I came home. He seems to think it's dangerous. Well, gosh, he's probably right. Anyway, what did you been up to, John? Oh, did you get my package yet? Yeah, I was trying to get it, but Rose dropped my car into a weird spooky bottomless pit and the package was in the car, and I'm really sorry about that. Oh no. Well, okay, I guess I should start at the beginning. See, a meteor blew up my neighborhood. That's terrible, John. I'm so sorry. But I'm okay, and my house is too, sort of. That game I was telling you about, Sbarb, which I was playing with Rose, sort of transported me somewhere at the last minute. But now I'm trapped here, and it's weird and dark, and I can't find my dad, and I just lost a car and my copy of the game in the pit, and I think I have to save the world from the apocalypse. Oh. Well, it sounds really crazy and kind of scary, but it also sounds kind of exciting. I don't know, John, maybe this is our destiny. If anyone can save the world, I think it is probably you. Whoa, you think so? Yes! Well, okay, but it's not even that simple. I was about to connect to Rose to help transport her and save her from the meteors and fire and stuff. But she lost battery power and I lost the game disc. So I think I have to get TG to use his copy to save her. But that jackass won't shut up and stop rapping and stuff. He's so silly. Yeah, anyway, I should talk to him about it, so be right back. Oh. Hey! Whoa, there you are. Agora ela tá digitando do mundo real mesmo. How's your adventure going, John? It's okay, I'm making some progress, and Rose finally connected again, so she's helping me now. Essa conversa aconteceu na página 652 e a gente tá revendo ela agora na página 1074. That's good! Oh, but, like, I don't think I am actually saving the world here. I don't know what I'm really accomplishing, but I guess it's not that. Well, I think whatever it is, it must be pretty important. Don't lose hope, John. I think it will all turn out for the best if you stay positive. Just keep listening to your grandmother's advice. Yeah, you're probably right. But, I don't think I mentioned Nanny to you, did I? Oh, I don't know, didn't you? I don't know, maybe you talked to Rose or Dave about it or something. Yeah, maybe that was it. They're really weird when they talk to me about you. Like, they're always trying to convince me you have some spooky powers. But I'm always like, she seems like a pretty regular girl to me. But then, when I think back, maybe there are times when it seems like you know some things. Like, maybe you know more about a thing than you're telling me? I don't know. Oh, well, John, I want to explain lots of things to you. Some things that I know. I'm just waiting. Waiting for what? Oh, John, I forgot I was messaging you about a meteor that fell near my house. Oh yeah, whatever happened with that? Oh boy, well, it turns out I was confused about it. Really confused. See, I guess I fell asleep for a while and lost track of time. That happens. Ela tá dizendo que o meteoro, na verdade, foi no mundo dos sonhos e não na casa dela de verdade. Yeah, I know, tell me about it. Maybe you should, like, wear an alarm clock or something. So, what was the deal with this meteor? Well, it's hard to explain, but I know what it is now, and now I know everything's going to be okay. So, what is it? Or is this just another thing you're waiting to tell me? Oh gosh, John, I really want to tell you all this stuff, but I can't yet. I really think you need to wake up first. Huh? Well, okay, not literally. Well, okay, maybe kinda literally. Ah, stop being so confusing. Lol. Anyway, time for you to go, John. I think you have some company. Heart. Update colorful reminders. You take a moment to gather your thoughts after your dream. While you were asleep, it can get very confusing figuring out what is really happening and what isn't, especially during the eclipse, when you are exposed to many visitors of the past, present and future through a variety of cloud mirages. Tá, então o eclipse ocasionou as nuvens de miragem, que são janelas para o passado, para o presente e para o futuro. Ok. It is only after you wake up that you are able to start making sense of it all. Porque, tipo, é um sonho, né? Então não faz sentido. Então ela só, conforme ela vai se lembrando do sonho, vai fazendo mais sentido. And your reminders help you do this. But on reflection, there wasn't much in the dream about the future. You were quite surprised to see your dog in your dream, though. It was the first time the crafty guardian has ever appeared in a dream. You have learned that today is his birthday, just like it is for your other best friend. You have always wondered about this, and never had the chance to throw him a party and bake him a cake. Now you can. But if you do, it seems that you will need a lot of candles. Alright. Beck has never allowed you to enter the mystic ruins for some reason you never understood. You always assumed it was on account of your protection, but your dream has strongly suggested to you that is where you need to go now. Since your dreambot is secured in its chamber and does not need to be locked after, Beck is taking a nap in the grand foyer as he usually does. Perhaps you can take advantage of this and sneak out of the house another way. Grab your harpoon gun. Oh yes, of course. One of your reminders reminds you that you still have a package to deliver too. This way you can kill 2 birds with 1 harpoon gun. Use harpoon to zipline into the great outdoors. Então, é isto. Pshoo! And there she goes. Sim, o pai tá de volta. Zip! Finish building. Nossa, o John chegou... Caralho, olha tudo que ela teve que criar pra ele. Mas o John tá quase chegando onde ele tem que chegar, que é nesse trocinho azul aqui. Architectural perfection. Mourn the loss of coral. Puta que pariu, não foi só o braço não, ele foi todo descosturado. Ok. See you, little dude. See you, little dude. If you had any more apple juice, you would pour some out for your homie. You have to remember to double check your closet for more juice. Go get a goddamn new sword. Perhaps you will, but if you do, it looks like we'll have to break it first. Perfectly good striped specimens down the toilet. Thanks, bro. Capture log beta. Okay. You tried to grab the beta, but you forgot your Silodex is completely packed. You wonder why you jammed all this useless crap in here in the first place. Maybe you assumed you would weaponize it all during one of your customary hashrap battles with your bro. But in retrospect, that probably just would have been a huge chore and would have made the battle drag on forever. It's like what are you made of time? It's like what? Are you made of time? Isso é um foreshadow. Que foda. Eject your modus and set it to Scrabble values. Puta que pariu, saiu tudo. Meu amado. Pelo menos não foi nada nele. E ele ainda pegou coisinha aqui, ó, celular. Ok. You dump all of this crap all over the roof. You then set your modus to the Scrabble hash function for some reason. This function always makes it a little less intuitive to calculate hash values for items, and therefore more cumbersome to help with. But you guess that's kind of a moot point now that your bro flew off fuck knows where. His mysterious ways transcend irony once again. Get beta. Finalmente! Só levou 1086 painéis pro Dave fazer uma coisa que ele queria fazer e precisava para poder salvar a vida da Rose. You get the beta, now yielding a radically different hash value with the Scrabble function. Which is to say, a radically exactly the same value. Okay, Pastor Rose. Okay, I got it. I hope you appreciate how much gross spongy proboscis I had to fillet to get this game. Hello? What you doing? Anyway, I'm going downstairs now and installing this thing. Later. A Rose está quase morrendo. E o gato está dormindo. Tem umas 15 casas de João ali, não é? You have finally finished your building project. You have done all you can do for John. You don't think you can provide much assistance against all those ogres this time, but at least now John appears to be armed to the teeth. All there is left to do is wait for Dave. Capture log and send John code for his present. Oh, ok, isso é bem útil. That would certainly hasten the parcel's delivery, but the gift is not finished yet. You have spent months accelerating your knitting skills to be able to make the gift of perfect sentimental appeal. You even incorporated a cherished heirloom you have had as long as you can remember. When he sees your staggering gesture of sentimentality, he will finally understand. He will understand that in the game of facetious sentimental gestures, no one gets the best of Rose Lalande. Moms in the past. Dear Rose. Dear Rose, happy birthday! Crappy, sorry. Thanks for being such a great friend all these years. I know you like to make it out like you're playing it cool and don't care much about the people in your life, but I know deep down you really do. Hell, not even that deep down. It's like your subconscious is having a wet t-shirt contest, and you being all aloof is this totally soggy shirt, doing no good at all at hiding nothing. Oh wait, it looks like two can play at this game of cracking all of these high-falutin psychology books. Oh snap! But yeah, I got you this because I think you're really creative and you could make something nice with it if you put your mind to it. And it might help you take your mind off a lot of all this serious business you're always absorbed in. You know, all this weirdo pseudo-gothy stuff or whatever. Happy bird. Frankly, it's kind of depressing. Anyway, you're the best, Rose. You're the best, Rose. Have a rad 13th. I will catch up with you guys soon. God, you're all so old. John. Ele ainda usava o username antigo. Ah, ela tá sendo pestertunzada por um troll. Qual deles? Grim... What? Ah, eu sei muito bem que troll é essa. Oh, se sei. É a Grim Auxiliatrix. Oh boy, this is gonna be good. Okay. Why is it that when the subject of temporal mechanics is broached, your sparing human intellects instantly assume the most ingratiating posture of surrender imaginable? Time is not that difficult to understand. It is a utility that a universe may resort to in order to advance a desired degree of complexity, or may not resort to if that is the case. It's all pretty pedestrian. But no, when time travel comes up, you present the face that a man shows when the breeze gradually alerts him to his absence of nether dressings. I don't see how we are to properly agitate you all if you continue to insist on failing to understand basic concepts, which common infant effortlessly managed to describe via scrawlings in their own puddles of sloppy discharge. Have we spoken before? Essa é a primeira conversa delas. Ai, eu tô presenciando isso, oh meu Deus. Yes, in the future. You and your friends never cease to invent ways to strengthen the credibility of your assertions. Oh my, it is your human sarcasm again. I enjoy listening to it, and I wish doing so could serve as my primary form of recreation. There, see, I just did it too. Saying the opposite thing to emphasize my contempt. But suddenly I feel more primitive and hate myself a little more. It was like this funny miracle that just happened in my heart. I would admire the sophistication of you and your fellow future dwellers a little more if you seem to be aware the word human only functions as that sort of adjective in bad science fiction. But I won't be rude and change the subject. There's still a bit of unflagellated straw poking out of your rhetorical effigy over here. Oh dear. No, we aren't from the future, but we are all already in agreement that you don't get it and never will. I thought you said we spoke in the future. We did. Your future. For me, it was only a couple minutes ago. I understand. You exist in some temporal stratum through which you have communication access to various points of my timeline. It's not that complicated. Ai, agora se casem, por favor. Yes, that's right. You will try to talk some sense into your idiot friends, so that we may proceed to bother them all on more rational terms. I try to every day with mixed results, but you see, it's not that I don't understand you. It's just that I don't believe you, because it's nonsense, albeit persistent and coordinated nonsense. Why would a bunch of temporally dislocated trolls want to harass a group of friends throughout completely random points in time? I will admit this campaign of provocation wasn't all that well thought of. Don't tell anyone I said that. Alright. Maybe you should get some trolling tips from us humans. Our sparing intellects are probably better suited to it. Yeah, maybe. But why don't we be friends? You want to be my friend? I think so. I think we're supposed to. You suggested as much earlier. You mean I did in the future? Yes, a couple minutes ago. Probably because I remembered you mentioning it in the conversation we're having now? That's likely. Your commitment to this role-playing scenario is intriguing. What choice do I have but to accept? Ai meu Deus, esse namoro é bom demais. Ok. Estamos no passado. Ah, ele ainda usa... Ah, antes de usar os óculos que o Egbert deu pra ele, ele usava os óculos igual do bro dele. Dear Dave, happy birthday! I just wanted to take a break from telling you how much your gay butt stinks all the time and say what an awesome friend you are. Seriously, on any other day I would be downplaying how you aren't really as cool as you think you are. But just between you and me, I think you might actually be that cool. I think you just gotta get out of your bro's shadow and spread your wings, dude. So I got you these. They're totally authentic. They actually touched Ben Stiller's weird, sort of gaunt face at some point. I'm sure you'll dig them, because I know you load so hard at that movie. Okay, so, for real, this is sort of a shitty present, but it is an ironic present, because I know you wouldn't have it any other way. Maybe you can wear them ironically sometime. Ele vai usar todo o tempo. They might even be more ironic than you and your bro's dumb pointy anime shades. Anyway, have a good one, buddy, and stay busy being totally sweet. John. E tem um troll enchendo o saco dele também. Esse óculos é de respeito. Answer. Nossa, ele teve uma conversa com o... Gente, o primeiro troll que falou com ele foi esse? Ah, não foi o primeiro, né? Mas enfim. Tá, eu não lembrava dessa combinação de troll com criança. Hey, first, okay, I think you're awful. Let's put that fact on the table where we can both see it. Now you have been primed for the digestive ruination that's about to take place, and the comprehensive soiling of the laundry enveloping your person. Oh my god, you type like a tool. Yeah, now you're getting it. What you were in for? Are you ready to be trolled? Within an inch of your miserable human cortex. This is so weak, I'm almost getting tired of wasting good material on you guys. It's like, you've got nothing. It's always one one of you sprouting up and ranting about how hard I'm about to get trolled, with no ensuing substance. You don't even know anything about us. One of you fuckers thought I was a girl. Okay, yeah, but the thing is, I don't care about your anatomical details and things like that. I know what you've done. Or will do, actually. It's the most awful thing, the worst you can ever do. Sorry, I wouldn't cyber with you, dude, in the future or whatever. What? Wait. Oh. Okay, you're the one who likes to submit innuendo. Human innuendo. Yes, human innuendo. Sorry for the lack of clarity. So, at what point in the future am I supposed to look forward to you wiping up this titanic hankering for my knob? Be honest with me, cause I'm busy. And I want to know exactly when I got to clear some space in my calendar for when some fuckwit blunders out of a magical phone booth and makes a ballad-inspiring play for my throbbing beef truncheon. Should I be perturbed by these illusions? No, man, look, I just need to know when to be there. When the stars come into alignment and your flux capacitor lets you finally sate your meteoric greed for crotch dashing. I wouldn't want to miss it because a paradox or something. I'd stuck if the universe... it would suck if the universe blew up on account of you missing your window of opportunity to help yourself to be a pubescent boy snake spent porpoise. Okay, this is sort of starting to upset me. Jesus, you are such a shitty troll. I guess I'll leave you alone and find another point in time to bother you when, I guess, you are more emotionally susceptible and don't have all these bees in your bonnet. I don't know. About your human sexuality. Oh no. No, dude. You set me up. We are in the shit right now. Together. For the long haul. What? We're motherfucking entrenched in this beach. You and me. Welcome to Nam. Now grab my hand and shimmy your soggy ass off that muddy bank before Charlie gets the fucking drop. Who's Charlie? Gente, o menino, ele tentaram trollar ele e ele tá trollando de volta o troll. Maybe. He's the guy who's gonna read our vows. I'm feeling pretty friggin' matrimonial all of a sudden. Take a look down by your foot, see that little bottle? Strump on that shit like it's on fire. Noisy ethnics dudes are flipping the fuck out and waving us around on chairs till someone gets hurt. I'm your 300-pound matronly frightened train, and my gaping furnace is hungry for coal, so get goddamn shoveling. Oh my god! Bro, look in my eyes, that twinkle. That be devotion, you herniated pro wrestler's sweaty purple taint. Spankling like a visit from your fairy fucking godmother should be pure and true. That's what you see, a kaleidoscopic supernova of all your hopes and dreams all swishing together, readily effervescing arms of more little boy peckers than you can imagine, turning out insane corkscrew haymakers of a billion dancing Vienna sausages strong. This is how we do this. This shit's more real than Kraft mayo. O troll bloqueou ele. Mano do céu, tadinho. Foi logo o troll que tem mais problema de autoestima de todos. You are now the aimless renegade. You have identified a couple of unwelcome rogues outside your present stronghold. They're in violation of your jurisdiction. Despite your ordinarily shrinking... Né? A verborragia do Dave Pussy, velho. You have spent your entire ammo clip without recording a single kill shot. What will you do? Fala, André. Realize that your weapon is magazine fat, not clip fat. Tudo bom com você? You don't give a shit about that. Examine the wall behind you. The wall exhibits rows of ancient hieroglyphs depicting an array of amphibious and reptilian life forms. This is illegal pictography. It makes you angry. Go search for more ammo. There is plenty of ammunition stored in the various ammo crates, which you have spent a great deal of time unearthing from nearby dunes and hauling back to your stronghold. You have a large variety of weaponry and ammunition at your disposal. Faz tempo mesmo. Whether you can locate some more AK-47 rounds quickly enough is a different matter. A crystal também. Quickly retrieve sidearms. You retrieve a pair of deadly sidearms. What? Ah, ele também tem um QR Code aqui no braço. But you will need a longer ranged weapon if you are to continue your enforcement. Find a rocket launcher. Oh, realmente tem. Ah, pera. Here's one. Por que essa plataforma tá indo e voltando? Meu Deus, tem uma bazuca. Jesus amado. Best friend, befriend the unwelcome rogues. Com essa arma? Ele tá pensando. Até mais, pai. Fica bem. You wonder if you should reconsider your grievance with the offenders. Perhaps you should let it slide. They seem friendly enough, and it's been so long since you've had company. It would also be quite a pity to blow up that tall, attractive female. But then again, casualmente uma bazuca, não é mesmo? Coisa de louco. They are both in flagrant violation, trespassing through several zones which you painstakingly marked as off-limits, while you conduct your investigation of this crime scene. It is your duty to investigate this illegal monument and get to the bottom of its illicit amphibious idolatry. Just thinking about all the sloppy footprints they are leaving in the sand makes your carapace steam. The law is all that's left to hold on to in this unforgiving dust ball. You cannot afford to loosen your black claws grip lest justice slip through your fingers. Law is beauty, order is peace, judgment is the very basis for all that's pure and... Hold that thought. You need to take a moment to wear something ridiculous before you continue your spill. Ok. Ah, ele se vestiu de juiz. Ok. É meio perigoso mexer nessas coisas, elas podem explodir a qualquer momento, né? Mas enfim. Order in the court. You'll have order in this courtroom. If everyone does not settle down, you will clear out this courtroom, you swear to God. Examine moving platform. Ah, a guitarra da Jade tá aqui. Ah, o baixo, né? Enfim. It appears to be a large stage serving as a kind of elevator, but it can't go down because there's something jammed in it. Looks like a peculiar musical instrument, probably centuries old. But yeah, the jury agrees. You've got to go blow up those trespassers. Place present on monument. You put John's present down in just the right spot, along with a letter you prepared a little while ago after a particularly interesting series of dreams. Should be any minute now. Foi aperfado. Ok. You put down the time bait. It's out of your hands now. Ela tem um tiro certeiro, vocês viram, uma mira certeira. You guess you could swim. Maybe you can think of a better way across, though. Read the letter. This is kind of confusing. Dear Miss Male Lady, go here. Oh. Mas... Ué, tem alguma coisa diferente aqui. But you guess it's straightforward enough, even if the drawing is somewhat inaccurate. Oh, okay. Oh no. Berate self for unauthorized demolition. Meu Deus do céu. Stupid, stupid, stupid. You had them right in your crosshairs. You have no idea how a crack shot like you could have missed. It is practically inconceivable. Be the law. You reload and take aim. That fair carapace, how it sparkles in the desert light. No, you cannot afford to be distracted by such thoughts. You are busy being the law. Ele gosta dela. Ele não vai atirar nela. You are the law. Whoops! Wave about in a distracting manner. Oh, it's this guy again and his little blinking bee. So outrageous. Jogou Guaraná Jesus no carinha. Não foi. The Ken ruse was a distraction. Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. Introducing the new friend, Jeremy. Bro, have told you, dog. Bro, have you seen my socks? Around anywhere? No, dude. Again with this socks. What is even with your... Muitas coisas acontecendo. Ele foi... The sock huge was a distraction. I have the car. Meu Deus, ele fez uma referência referenciante referenciada a uma comic dentro da outra. Ok. Scamper quickly to the newly created hole. Tá, então agora o desenho da Jade faz sentido e daí ela tá vindo pra cá. You have the cargo. Eu respeito um juiz que exerce com uma bazuca, não é mesmo? Tá na mira. Puta que pariu. Read the next step of the letter. O cara errou todos os tiros que ele deu. Olha o trajeto dessa bazuca. Meu Deus. Go here. Deliver here. Last thing I ask you to... Blah. At the bottom of the letter is a series of coordinates along with further instructions. You know what you must do. Liberty, reason, justice, civility, edification, perfection. Bom, ela é uma carteira, então ela vai se sentir bem entregando uma encomenda. Enviou. Certificate. Mail. Years in the past. Uma braboleta. Alguma coisa na braboleta. Meu Deus do céu, matou a braboleta. Esse é o tal do efeito borboleta, entendeu? É daí que vem. Homestuck inventou tudo. Blam! Today is your birthday. Your grandfather has decided to celebrate by introducing you to the thrill of the hunt. Pra que dar um super tiro numa borboleta e causar esse buraco todo? But suddenly, you and Beck are wandering off. Where is this silly dog taking you? O avô dela ainda era vivo. You find a present. Nossa, então o presente do John foi do... Nossa, foi pro passado da Jade. Ela já recebeu. Caralho. Era uma camiseta. Pumpkin seeds. You open it to find a shirt that is way too big for you and pumpkin seeds. There's also a letter. Oh, then where'd that go? Blark, so terrible. Dear Jade, happy birthday! It's hard to thank you enough for your friendship over the years. Heck, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't even have met Rose and Dave. So that is like 3 times of friendship. That is almost like too much friendship. I only wish I could get you something for your birthday that could remotely make up for what you've given me, but of course that's impossible. So here are a couple silly things anyway. I went to a weird Asian store the other day and saw this red shirt, so I got it and I am wearing it now. Meu Deus. But there was a blue one too, which was way more awesome, and I wanted you to have it. I know you like green a lot, but maybe you'd like to try wearing blue sometimes. I bet you'd look like $1,000,000. Also, I know you've been frustrated lately about how your pumpkins keep disappearing. Well, I can't begin to explain why that's happening. All I can do is give you these so you can plant some more. Don't give up, Jade. Whatever those dumb old pumpkins went off to, I'm sure you know the fun is in growing them and taking care of them until they're ready. Woo! Got to head out to the post office now so this doesn't get to you too late. Talk to you soon. Nossa, então... Tipo, o problema com as abóboras... Ele não foi solucionado. Ele só foi certificado de que ele existisse. Porque as abóboras, em primeiro lugar, elas foram dadas pelo John. As sementes, pelo visto. E o presente que ele estava tão preocupado que ele entregasse atrasado, ele entregou super adiantado. Muitos anos antes. A Jade nem deve conhecer ele. Who is this John claiming to be your friend? And these other friends he mentions? Não me admira que ela saiba tanta coisa do futuro. A vida dela foi toda passada de trás pra frente e por aí vai. Whoever he is, you think he might be onto something. Blue is a very pretty color. Also, growing some pumpkins sounds like it could be fun. Maybe you will ask Grandpa if you can use the atrium to do some gardening. This will be exciting. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, o pai do John. You bear the vicious brunt of this story transition directly in the face. You're getting really tired of this feisty man and his busy fists. É importante ter um certificado de existência nos tempos de hoje, pode precisar. Exatamente, essas abóboras estão asseguradas. Kill John's dad yourself. Que isso? Não mata ele não. Here, stick this in your pipe and bleed to death slowly. Ih, pegou fogo. Mata o Jack, mata o Jack. E ainda pôs negócio de barbear no chapéu dele. A mina é o Benjamin Button. A vida dela é o Benjamin Button. Ok. You release the prisoner. He is free to go. Ah, verdade, ele odiava usar esse chapéu. Ok. O pai do John entende das coisas. Play guitar to summon giant lily pads. Okidoki. O poder da música. Rabbit. Ah, realmente, ela conseguiu. Lógica. Que foda isso. Dave, install beta. I better do this. Okay. Alright, I'm installing this game finally. We're doing this, man. Okay, we're doing this, man. Yeah, you couldn't almost say we're making this. Go on. What is we're making this transpire? Excellent. Let's make shit take place. Eles se entendem, eu fico feliz por eles, mas eu não entendi foi nada. Mas enfim, quando tem um S e um Enter, a gente sabe que vai ser bom. Eu vou beber água, isso sim. Gostou, Rose? É o que você fez com o John. Ela jogou o gato no negócio. Caralho. É, bem isso, Rucrilhos. Ok, misturou dois negócios com aquele bicho lá, então deu certo. Do mesmo jeito que o John teve a casa dele transportada depois que ele fez aquela maçã, a Rose fez uma garrafa. E daí ela pode ser salva agora. A gente viu ali que o que chegou pra Jade foi a cópia do Sburb do Dave. Então a Jade vai poder instalar no computador dela agora. E o John conseguiu acender. Boa. Nossa, aconteceu muita coisa. Aconteceu muita coisa de verdade. Por isso que é bom esses S-Enter. Sempre acontece bastante coisa nos S-Enter da vida. Tá, o John conseguiu ir pra onde ele tinha que ir. Ok. É o fim do ato 3. Conseguimos, pessoal, conseguimos. Nós é foda pra caralho. Aí vai ter... Ah, vai ter uma intermission. Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. The blog of Dave Strider. Eu já tive um blog desse jeitinho assim do Blogspot. É muito bom. Nós terminamos o ato 3, cara. Nós é muito bom. Nós é bom demais. Nós é bom pra caramba. La 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 la. Ah, tem uns que eu já pude desbloquear mesmo sem ter o álbum. Maneiro isso. Deixa eu ver ali em cima o que é mais que eu já desbloqueei. Nossa, tem muitos artistas que fizeram música pro HOMESTUCK, olha só. Isso é insano. Isso é insano pra caramba. Ah, aqui tem todos os S's. Foda. Foda. São todos os que eu já vi. Maneiro, maneiro, maneiro. Adorei essa página. Tem que deixar nela. Vamos ver a intermission. Mudou. Intermission. Fuck. Ok. Your name is Spades Slick. You are the leader of a notoriously vicious gang of mobsters called the Midnight Crew. A rival gang known as the Felt recently knocked over one of your favorite casinos. Your long quest of revenge has finally taken you through the front door of the mansion belonging to their loathsome boss, Lord English. Guardem esse nome, vai ser importante. Your subordinates, Clubs Deuce, Diamonds Droog, and Hearts boxcards have been dispatched to various locations throughout the mansion to begin carrying out your mission. Your objective is to locate and crack English's secret vault and plunder its mysteries. That's the business end of it. The pleasure will be painting this ugly house red with the blood of these miserable green motherfuckers. Inspecting timekeep devices. Relógios. Stupid gang and their lousy obsession with clocks. The sooner all these idiots stop being alive, the better. You wonder where you are. It's awfully quiet in the mansion. Sense all the dreadful ticking. Capture log carriage clock. What? You obviously have no idea what that means. If it's some smartass way of saying to pick it up, forget it. You are already carrying an item. It is your trusty deck of cards. Build fort with clocks. You have an idea that is much better. Clocks destroyed? 4 of 1000. Check for traps under the billiards rug. What? Okay. What is under the rug is much worse than any trap you can imagine. It is a member of a species that you do not recognize with a ghastly furred upper lip. Moço de bigode. You cover the unsightly individual back up and try to forget it ever existed. Play 52 pickup. You would need a deck of cards to play that infernal game. Fortunately, all you have is your war chest, which you deploy on the floor. Open war chest. Todo mundo tem baú nessa história. Shuffle contents of war chest. You rummage around. It's no unusual assortment of belongings, and nothing any mobster worth his salt would be caught plotting and scheming without. Certainly nothing eyebrows raising. Bunch of blades, some playing cards, and a variety of other miscellaneous stuff. Also, your vendetta itinerary and your heist map. Scavenge war chest for fancy headwear. Chapéu. Caiu. If there are any elaborate headdresses in here, you'll eat your haberdasher. But of course, there's only a plain and serviceable backup hat, which naturally conceals 2 licorice Scotty dogs, which makes you think that maybe you are wearing your backup hat and this is your usual one. Hell if you know. They are the same damn hat. Hide inside your war chest. What? You cannot hide properly inside the chest because you cannot close it while you are inside. O que é drop? Você ganhou drop. Bote os seus drops à mostra. Drop. Eu ganhei drop. Parabéns. Obrigada pelo drop. Eu realmente não entendi o que aconteceu com esse drop. A Twitch só me falou que eu ganhei drop. Ah, é da stream que eu tava assistindo. Eu ganhei drop de Genshin. Oh. Ok. Obrigada. Eu tava assistindo uma stream de Genshin pra poder ter os drops do... Só tava faltando um pra eu poder pegar gema. E pelo visto eu acabei de pegar. 30 geminhas. Beleza. Ok. Where was I? Instead, you momentarily pretend it is a really cool automobile that commands the fear and respect of larcenous adversaries everywhere. Vroom vroom, motherfucker. Beep beep beep, all aboard the idiot wagon. Start up the Crosby top. Is that what this thing is? You've had it for some time, and don't quite remember how you got it. You never knew the identity of this pipe-smoking creature. Perhaps it could be the same species as the character you just saw under the rug. But you know that is impossible, because this one does not feature the same bizarre furred lip. There are probably different species within the same genus. Go to mspaintadventures.com. Oh my god, ele vai... Nossa, o bicho pisca. Ele vai ler HOMESTUCK. You don't know why you are wasting time on this website. It is for little children who poop hard in their baby-ass diapers. Also, you don't understand what the hell is going on or who all these characters are. It's all a lot of nonsense. Delete the time setting on the Crosby top. Oh meu Deus. Clocks destroyed. 5 de 1000. What? Take the spade key. Oh no. You take the rules card for blackjack. You have possessed this item for as long as you can remember. You do not yet know its significance, though you can hustle up a mean game of blackjack when you need to. Examine Vendetta itinerary. Ah, ele já matou alguns. These are the mugshots of everyone you are going to kill. You got a head start. You already offed crowbar, matchsticks, and quarters. Depleting them of some of their muscle. You've still got to watch out for the others and stay wary of their despicable time shenanigans. Ichi has given you the slip repeatedly. Those you've captured and interrogated just as repeatedly to no avail. Trace has broken into your secret hideout more times than you can count, while Finn always seems to be a step ahead of you and scoops your heists. Clover has all the intel and is highly cooperative. You might need him to crack the vault. He'll be guarded. Best to avoid die in any direct confrontations unless you want a temporal mess on your hand. But if you need any repairs, you could always get to Stitch and persuade him. And you might need to go if you can't kill Sawbook with a clean shot. Eggs and biscuits are morons, but they are dangerous morons. Cans is a tank, and your crew will probably need more ammunition than you pack to take him down. No one knows what Lord English looks like, but that will be corrected tonight. You've got dibs on English. He's all yours. Wonder where the number 8 mugshot went. It's right here. But you aren't gonna kill Snowman. It's out of the question. Examine heist map. Pera, não tinha foto no número 8? É, não tinha. On reveal, your schemes seems a bit convoluted, but you wouldn't have it any other way. Deuce and Droog split up to neutralize as many felt as they can find. Your heavy muscle and expert safecracker boxcars is headed straight down to the vault. Use radio service to check on unscrupulous cohorts. You put the word out to your cronies for a status report. No response yet. You clean up all your junk and prepare to get this show on the road. You slip the spade key back into the deck of cards, then pocket the war chest. Smooth as clockwork and every bit as logical. Enter the hallway near the main entrance. What? Gente do céu. Funny, you didn't hear any commotion or gunplay, but it looks like there's already been some action in here. Or there will be. You can never take 10s for granted with these goons. 13 de 1000 já foram destruídos, aparentemente. Do nada o jumpscare. Looks like Club's Deuce is getting back to you. Opa!
Passando pra deixar o lookzinho zizibs.
Fala, Riel. Muito obrigado pelo seu resub, amorzinho. 27 meses. Obrigada mesmo pelo apoio. É nóis, amigo. Obrigada. He says he's got those tied up for interrogation. You ask him what else is new. Capturing that guy is like shooting a paralyzed monkey in the face. Be hard's boxcars. You are now Club's Deuce. Rough him up. He remains tight-lipped, so you deal him a senseless shin dribbling with your crook of felony. Oh, the humanity you can barely watch. Oh no, ele tá usando os poderes dele. He's probably still using his special ability to slow time down for himself. He can't feel a damn thing, and certainly isn't saying anything. Apart from a very low noise, which could be him saying ow very, very slowly. Punch clocks in faces to establish chronology. Why would you do that? All of these clocks are lovely. You see no reason to harm them. 987 clocks unharmed. Swap hats with those. You begin a feeble campaign of psychological warfare. Perhaps compromising his fashion motive is the way to get to him. Nope. Looks like he's still in his weird state of stasis and doesn't care. Either that, or it's driving him nuts, just very slowly. Dump the contents of your war chest over him. Uh-oh. War chest? What are you talking about? All you've got is this simple, unassuming deck of cards. Play some solitaire. Bem isso, Matheus. Don't be stupid. To play solitaire, you'd need a deck of cards. I don't see a deck of cards, do you? All I see is your battle drobe. Throw the hat down and stomp it mercilessly. Oh no, it's Ichi. and it looks like he's all wound up. He unties those and quickly swaps everyone's hats around. Those proceeds to make a fleet-footed getaway. The chase is on. Tá de bermuda? Eu não esperava menos. É o Bermudovski. Stop being Heart's boxcars. Alright, you're the boss. Heart's boxcars, you ain't. Someone has replaced your plain and serviceable hat with a silly and undersized one. An outrage beyond compare. You're sure you know who the culprit was. You can still smell his overly caffeinated blood. 986.000 relógios foram mostrados. Misericórdia. Lift left leg and hold it a little ways in the air. Meu Deus do céu. Ups. É assim que se para o flash. Oh, isso vai doer. Ok, matou mais um. Wear CD's hat on top of your current one. You are already wearing this hat, you feel. The one on the floor is Drug's hat. This is exactly why you always keep a backup hat on hand. This son of a bitch on the floor here has played his last game of musical hats. Soon these lugs will learn to show you some respect. You made this town what it is, after all. Wasn't nothing but a bunch of dust and rocks before you got here. Wear backup hat. Okay. You deploy your chest and swap this stinky little hat for one more suited to your tastes. Wait a minute. Thank God your precious Scotty dogs are still here. You don't know what you do without them. You don't want to even think about it. Oh no. Dai makes his usual sort of entrance, the nonplussed, vaguely bewildered sort. B. Diamond's Drug. You got it. Cube Deuce it is. You have opened your battle rope in search of your backup hat. You'll also need some more rope to retie those, who is absolutely tearing through the mansion as we speak. If you don't hurry, he may clear the chair within the hour. But it's a big mess. You mostly just see a bunch of bombs and cards. Huh? You're not sure what's what. You can never remember which card to pick up. You can't believe how shitty your memory is. Grab the deuce of clubs. You pick up 2 licorice gummy bears. These need to be stored for safekeeping as soon as possible. Finding your backup hat has never been more urgent. Pick up all of the cards and throw them at those. Meu Deus. Black inches. You pick up a bunch of cards and flying them those word. Didn't accomplish a whole lot, but other than put some of your private reading material on embarrassing public display. Pick a card, any card. Isso não é uma carta. You're a busy guy, so you just pick up any old thing and put it on your hat. Since you are in a big hurry, you will assume that is your backup hat. You stand nearby the 2 remaining cards on the floor, an off-suited king and jack. Oh, site sumiu. Pick up card depicting stately blonde-haired fellows. You aren't going to stand around Jack King off all day long, so you grab the Jack of Diamonds. Oh, here's our backup hat. Problem solved, I guess. Forget you are CD. Believe you are Hertz box cards. You suddenly remember you are Diamond's Drug. Meu Deus do céu. Whoever took your hat is about to discover he is the unluckiest man on earth. He better hope you find him dead. What you're gonna do with him will be much less painful that way. Wear backup hat. You don't have a backup hat. All you got is this deck of cards. Oh wait, yes you do. It's stashed away in your Brausoleum. Retrieve hat from Brausoleum. You are the only member of this band of thugs who is civilized enough to keep more than one backup hat, as well as an extensively array of finely tailored suits. The Brausolel seems like the best storage option for your exceptional wardrobe. If there's any better sort of compartment to keep your wardrobe in, you'd love to hear it. Also, there's a shitload of guns and cards there too. You put on a backup hat. Withdraw licorice fish from backup hat. Well, your Swedish fish are there. This is why it's a good idea to always store your candy in your backup hat rather than your usual one. Other members of your gang have learned this the hard way and they're finally starting to catch on. Suddenly, you get cold-cocked in the face from the future. You'd know the knuckles belonging to that sucker punch anywhere. The future. Nossa, isso aqui tá parecendo Donnie Darko. Trace always knows where you've been. The spineless rat likes to follow your past trail around and mess with you. Trouble is, whenever he does, he lets you know exactly where he's going to be in the future. This time you'll be ready for him. You'll be ready for him. Meu Deus do céu. Your radio dues for backup. Give him a time and place and exactly what path through the mansion to take. Resume pursuit of wounded felt member. You don't know if the wounded guy went up the stairs or came down, or who wounded him and when. Might have even be you, for all you know. Follow trail of blood up the stairs. Cuidado com Nazaré, hein? Can't overthink this time stuff. You go with your gut and head upstairs. Follow Diamond's Drug's instructions. Que porra é essa aqui? After giving a quick 10-4 over the radio, you take another look at your prisoner. He looked out. Looks like round 2 of your brutal interrogation will have to wait. You couldn't find any rope, so you tied him up with a Stretch Armstrong doll, which you happen to have lying around. You don't remember how you got it. It looks sort of dumb, but it will have to do. Just lock those in the battle drop. Time to hit the road! You beat your hostage into the back of your battle drop with a bull penis cane. What? This is a bull penis cane? Meu Deus do céu, bull penis cane. You flip the fuck out over the fact that this is apparently a bull penis cane. Meanwhile, running roughly parallel with present events. Okay. KK. Ace Ace. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ichi always cheats, but he's always cheated for the last time. You're gonna jump to a timeline where he's dead. Looks like he got what he deserved. But, as usual, you find yourself in a bit of a predicament. Make friends with Dai. You introduce your cast iron horse hitcher to your new friend. Okay. Dai scrambles for a pen he's been saving for a special occasion. How many times does he have to tell you he made this town? Stop being SS. You stop not being hard boxcars. You have made your way to the Feld's secret vault. It's bigger than you were expecting. You doubt you will be able to rely on your usual safe-cracking method, which is prying it from the wall with your bare hands. You'll have to think of something else. Do a silly dance. This is just absolutely the most ridiculous thing you could possibly choose to do right now. I mean, come on. Why don't you take a closer look at the safe? Seriously, stop that. Pry the wall from the safe. What? That notion is even more ridiculous than the last one. Wait, who are you kidding? No, it isn't. Looks like the combination to the safe is entered via the hands of the clock. As you somehow doubt spinning the hands around manually is going to cut it. Knowing these guys, you've got to alter the flow of time itself to make it work. Which of course is bullshit. You'll think he'll just blow it up instead. Time to get Deuce on the radio. Deploy Punchbox. You deploy the Wrath Tub. Meu Deus do céu. Retrieve 2 of hearts from backup hat. You retrieve your pair of wax lips. If anyone tried to steal your wax lips, you would eat their eyeballs and deliver an angry lecture into their empty sockets. Peruse Red Cheeks magazine. Just glancing at it gives you palpitations. Literature for avid cardio-fictionados such as yourself. those burgeoning red humps, that mischievous little tail, the snug, welcoming cleft. The saucy imagery is hard to beat, harder than what you beat inside your chest now. Your heart is what you're beating. You beat it to Red Cheeks magazine pretty regularly, you'd say. Call clubs on nearest card. You radio Deuce on the 10-4 cards. Let him know you need a powder monkey on the double. You hear ticking. And it's not coming from the big vault clock above. You hope it's not what you think it is. Oh no. Oh god. It's Biscuits. His oven timer is ticking. This is no good. Bzzz. Oh no. Ugh, there he is. This idiot thinks his special oven transports him into the future by the amount he sets on the timer. Well, he's sort of right. But in reality, all that's happening is that he's hiding in there until the timer is up, then pops out. You guess he's relatively harmless if he's alone. You can take him. What you really have to worry about is if he teams up with... Oh no, that ringing. That god-awful ringing. You can hear it. Eu ouvi Red Cheeks e juro que se eu não tivesse lido teria entendido que era outro tipo de revista. Eggs. Oh no. Ring ring. Son of a fuck. You might as well just grab on one of your exes and kill yourself now. Follow path. Nossa senhora. In the future, you've already followed the path through the mansion that Droog told you to. Trace followed Droog's past trail even further back, but found a much fresher trail crossing his path. Looks like this little guy is taking on the radio. Says something about how he'll be right there once he gives Droog a hand. Trace decides he'll trace this guy for a while, see what he's up to, and then mess with him, of course. In the present, you talk on the radio. Say something about how you'll be right there once you give Droog a hand. Take a good look around to the new room you're in. Looks like the trail of blood ends here. Or originates. Whatever. Something went down here in the past, or is about to go down in the future. You know what? Never mind. 21 relógios destruídos, aparentemente. Hang on. There's a tooth on the floor. You know that tooth. You felt its bite before. Finn was here. And judging by the forensics of this scene, the angle it hits the floor, the direction of the blood splatters, and how dry the blood is, you think how you know exactly what she's about to pull. Até mais, Sucrilhos, obrigado por ter ficado. Or more specifically, what he's about to already have pulled. Boa noite. Meu Deus do céu, the past. Finn always knows where you're going. He's followed your future trail here. He likes to mess with you from the past. Trouble is, he tips you off to where he's been. This time you're ready. Wait for it. Wait. Now. Nossa senhora. Ratatatatata. Matou. Predestined bullet holes are convenient. Gives you something to aim for. 7 relógios redestruídos. Rematerialize. That doesn't make any sense. You never went anywhere. Dai realizes there's a cost to settling the score with you in this way. The cost is having to live in a desert amidst the ruins of a dead civilization for the rest of his life. He thinks that's stupid, so he puts your pin. Help the green man live up to his name. Ow. Okay. Take voodoo doll. You grab his voodoo doll and stick his pin in there for good measure. Might as well keep track of everyone you've offered this way too. Now, not that you intend to abuse its power to settle your score. What's the point if you're not gonna get your hands dirty? Still, it might come in handy down the road. Lord English is supposedly indestructible. He's rumored to be killable only through a number of glitches and exploits in space-time. The doll may ultimately help you work the system if it comes to that. Clocks, destroy them. 29 relógios. Ok. Follow Blood Trail downstairs and finish him off. Problem with that is, he'll just see your future trail following him, and that'll be nothing but a loud invitation for him to mess with you some more. Besides, better to leave him alive. You think you know where he'll lead you to. Just got to be a little more subtle about tracing his blood trail. Keep your future trail out of his line of sight. Return to being Hearts boxcars. The present? Spade Slick cannot return to being Hearts boxcars because obviously Diamond Drug is too busy being Club's deuce. You just watch Trace throw a punch into thin air for some reason. That guy's awfully silly. He then scoots off somewhere. You don't realize he's following Droog's past trail through the mansion until he gets to the point where it intersects with your trail, at which point he'll start following you. But we all realized it, because it's obvious and couldn't possibly be more clear. Implement Nefarious King. Tá, beber uma aguinha aqui. Tem umas intermissions que são muito grandes, meu Deus. You follow Droog's simple instructions, so simple even a forgetful nincompoop like you can remember. There's a blood trail on the floor that goes in a different direction than Trace went. You decide to follow it, because that sounds like a really good idea to you. If there was something you were supposed to do after helping out Droog, you'd be damned if you remember what it was. Trace catches up to where you were, but you're gone already. All he sees is the long, gross, rubbery arm of your past trail stretching through the room. He finds his comrade tied up with the stretchy rubber arms of a small man, but there's nothing gross or unpalatable about that in the least. Dose unslows himself and begins mumbling something feverishly about his hat. Ah, tinha uma bomba. Caralho. Nossa, ele foi muito esperto. Matou 2. Esse bichinho foi muito espertinho. Finn makes his way through the mansion to get some help. He wonders... Peguei 2 ads, apenas os melhores times, não é? Obrigada por tancar ad. He wonders where this little guy is going. Deuce's future trail is headed to in the same direction he's headed, by sheer coincidence. Finn decides to follow him for a bit, keep an eye on him. For as long as Deuce's path matches his, that is. There's pretty much no chance he's headed to the same place though. That would be statistically improbable. He's got no idea what these other goons are up to here. Funny, their future trails end here. He's not gonna stick around long enough to find out why. He's a bit too woozy from the blood loss to sort out this mess anyway. Nossa, como é que ele tá vivo e seguindo trilhas de sangue? Nossa senhora. The past. It's uncanny. This little guy is matching Finn's route every step of the way. He must know something. Finn decides he's got to take him out. But he can't get a clear shot. Too dizzy, and with all that C4 under Deuce's hat, firing would be a bad idea. My god, he's thought of everything. Clearly dealing with a criminal mastermind here. You stop to admire this gorgeous clock. It is so pretty. Too bad it's not ticking like so many of the clocks in this place. Not that you can blame them. There are so many clocks in this mansion, it would obviously be impractical to make sure they all work properly. Oh look, a trail of blood. You think you'll start following it. Waste exactly 4 hours on this tomfoolery. Meu Deus. You hate time travel, you hate time travel, you hate time travel, you hate time travel, you hate time travel. Above, a spectator has appeared at the strike of 4 and has been giggling at your foolishness for a number of minutes. Clover would have been tickled to help you open this vault, at the cost of answering a few of his clever time riddles, needless to say. If only you thought to seek his help first, rather than charging like the silly brute you are into this deadly trap of stable and not so stable time loops. Mostly unstable, really. These guys are way too dumb to maintain even elementary looping stability for more than a couple iterations. If you weren't so preoccupied, Clover could tell you that you could use Crowbar's help to prise anything out of a time loop, stable or otherwise. If you weren't so preoccupied, and if he weren't so dead, Oh no. Okay, that's... Stitch mutters to himself in his shop. He guesses eggs and biscuits are roughhousing again, because the fabric of space-time is staring something fierce on Lord English's Cairo overcoat. This sort of thing is exactly why he keeps a backup coat and always leaves Stitch with one of them. Any gang does well to have an in-house doctor on hand, but if you do in time travel, you better have a goddamn good tailor too. Call Spades for backup. You tell Slick to get him scrawny ass to the vault. It's goddamn bedlam down here. You tell him you asked Deuce for backup, but surprise, surprise, he's nowhere to be found. Big surprise, you tell him. You tell him that was sarcasm. He says he knows. Slick says he'll be right there. He'll see if he can round up Droog for support. Doctor? Droog says Deuce is stealing Finn while he's stealing Deuce. He'll be there to help out Boxcars as soon as he and Deuce take care of business with Stitch. Couldn't be simpler. Oh yeah, he also mentions he pumped Finn full of leads so you can cross him off the list. You roger all that. Okay. Finn busts into Stitch's workshop, blubbering something about watching out for the little guy who's about to come in here. He says to watch out because he's got a bomb on his head, which is undoubtedly quite volatile, and even the slightest spark would surely set it off. Stitch sees Finn's obviously in pretty bad shape and checks his effigy. Sure enough, the thing is in tatters, but he should be just fine if it can be patched up before he bleeds to... Oh, ele morreu. Yeah, death. Okay. Everybody out of the... Obrigada pelo abraço. Tipo, intermissions são umas coisas muito bizarras que, tipo, sai totalmente da história das crianças. É muito bizarro, mas eu garanto pra vocês que isso vai fazer minimamente um sentido no futuro. Tipo, precisa passar pelas intermissions pra poder... Porque depois vai ter uma pessoa que eles vão ter que enfrentar e essa pessoa vem daqui além de vir de muitos outros lugares. Mas, tipo, tem essa dimensão aqui e essa dimensão também é importante pra história. Ela precisava? Não precisava, mas é o Andrew Hussey, né? Então tudo bem. Everybody out of the goddamn way. You got a head full of bomb, a fist full of penis, and a head full of empty. Oh god. Stitch says drop the livestock knob and settle the hell down. He says you do realize C4 is a stable explosive and don't detonate with gunfire, right? You say, oh. Sneak into Stitch's boutique. Drop it and get in. Don't bleed on the suits. Stitch says, huh? You admit the thought of carrying an imprisoned tailor wherever you go is gratifying for personal reasons, but in this case, keeping him alive should be useful in dealing with English later. Proud idiots with red cheeks. This predictably accomplished nothing. O cara tá apanhando pra caralho. Taking your smoot out of hiding turned out to be a very bad idea. Now copies from the future are appearing left and right, and these clowns have their paws all over it. Slick, where the hell are you? Remove crowbar spin. Oh no. Crowbar is alive again. And a whole bunch of other stuff is different. You forgot this gang almost seems halfway competent when he's running the show. The good news is, you get to kill him again. Insert and quickly remove Snowman's pin. You have no idea how much you'd like to, but even you are not that crazy. Still kinda tempting. Oh, extensão. Oh, fuck. Quando aparece isso aí, você pode saber, nas intermissions, meu Deus, vai rolar. Cabeças vão rolar. Snowman chegou para balar. Ela é boa demais. Baita filho da mãe. Chegou, enfiou o negócio no olho do cara e foi embora. Everyone always seizes gunplay when Snowman's around. If you kill her, you destroy the universe. Remove knife from eye. It's not a knife, it's Snowman's cigarette holder. All you know is she's gonna have a hell of a time getting it back. Give it to Sawbuck. You chuck the lens at Sawbuck. But of course, it's only a flesh wound. Seems like that's the only sort of wound you can ever inflict on the corpulent lummox. Consequently, you and he both jump to a random point on the timeline. This looks to be in the recent past, when Stitch and Crowbar were setting up the crates for the imminent gunfight, which was very thoughtful of them. Your goons should be showing up at any minute with the heavy firepower. For now, you've got the drop on everybody. Kill something out of rage and frustration. Stitch gets the business end of your saber rattle. He's dead, in this timeline at least. Bring knives to the gunfight. Where do you think you're going, fatty? You'll deal with him in a minute. You whip out your double-edged sword and Occam's razor. Occam's razor curls Where's head, make it happen. Oh. Oh. Come on. Crowbar deflects the King of Spades into Sawbuck's unmissable carriage. You jump far into the past. Years in the past? Which is to say the present for the time being. A scurrilous Stegler Ice impromptu desert skirmish. Entendi nada. He dismisses them as a bunch of ill-mannered rogues warranting no further investigation, although he gives a small nod of approval to the plain and serviceable hat worn by one of the combatants, which strikes him as an absolutely smashing display of good fashion sense. Ok. Ok, Matheus. Muito obrigado por ter ficado até então. Até a próxima. Boa noite pra você e boa semana. Qualquer coisa é nóis. Hit Crowbar in the head. You can't kill him yet. You need him alive to return to original timeline. You will be taking that crowbar though. Stuff him in your deck of cards. You cram him in the war chest. Sawbuck, you need to keep him alive too, for the moment. Not to return to the right timeline, but the right time. Speaking of which, where's Stubby think he's waddling off to? Just go stab Sawbuck into the time shenanigans stop. You treat him to a bit of the old bait and switchblade. You appear in the future. You guess this is after the gunfight is over. The gunfight that never took place since you kidnapped everyone who was supposed to... Obrigado por lurk. To be involved. Looks like only Boxcars is here. Carry Sawbuck like Titan Atlas would carry the world. You order Hearts to drop his tub on the double before this fat lard puts you in a weird wheelchair. If you take a Sawbuck back to your own timeline and kill him there, that should save you the trouble of hunting him down. Might as well take Stitch too. Maybe. You're not really sure if that's how it works. You don't really care though. Time shenanigans. You dump them in the wrath tub, then stick the tub in your own deck of cards. But you give Boxcars back his sordid literature, which he'd carelessly left in plain sight. No one will ever catch you leaving your smooth around, and even if you did, that copy of Terrier Fancy magazine could belong to anybody. No one could prove nothing. Stick Crossbar's pinned back in again. Okay, you go back to your original timeline, but now stuffed in your chests. You've got a live crowbar from another timeline, brought to the timeline where he's supposed to be dead. So you guess now he's alive in this timeline, which is part defined by his death? Okay, whatever. You should probably just kill him again anyway. Also, Sawbuck from another timeline is in there too, so you guess now there are 2 Sawbucks? This is getting kind of dumb. You open the chest, releasing them both. Crowbar doesn't look too pleased. You deflect his gunfire into the awesome gravitational pull of Sawbuck's astonishing girth. Everybody into the past. Oh no. Oh, fuck. You dodged his next round too. It seems Sawbuck from... Oi Diego, tudo bom? Como vai? It seems Sawbuck from this timeline, i.e. the real Sawbuck, was in this room at this point in time. He and Crowbar exchange bullets. Off they go. They no doubt go on to spend... To spend the rest of their ammunition peppering each other throughout the timeline, destroying all these clocks in the process between now and the present. You guess that explains the mess when you got here. Thank God you figured that out. You'd have surely lost sleep over it. Meu Deus do céu. Never mind. Okay, you think you got one. Time travel sure can be a double-edged sword. Wait, that was awful. Really, really bad. You're sure you can do better than that. No, damn it. Will you just listen? You were almost onto something. Time is... Screw this. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Oh, and just what does this quivering mound of blubber think he's up to? Step first, other puns later. Oh no. Just as you hear your past self asking what happened to your eye, you jab Sawbuck with your burly effect knife. You remember a little while ago asking yourself about your eye and not giving yourself an answer just before disappearing. Maybe if you stopped and thought about it for a second, you could have warned yourself and avoided the whole mess, albeit in the process of creating a paradox. But your strict policy of stabbing first and answering questions later prevented it. You're sure your past self understood. You're sure of this because the very clear understood. Oh meu Deus do céu. Eu gosto de viagem no tempo e até eu tô confusa. You are now past Spade Slicks. Again. You were just about to pull crowbar's pin. You guess all that stuff with your future self and Sawbuck originally happened in this room while we were all off watching someone else, like Diamond's drug or something. That makes sense. Remove crowbar's pin. Oh no. A whole bunch of shit happens that we already saw. Ah, ok. Be future spade slick. Tá, ok. Agora voltamos para a timeline. Ok. Being your future self is a lot more constructive because you get to do stuff you haven't already done. Looks like you're in the future. It's a bloody mess in here. The clocks are more bullet-riddled than ever. And it seems Crowbar and both Sawbucks have been decapitated. You're almost certain this is something you'll be or were already responsible for. Which, of course, means more time traveling. Looks like the tub and chest are gone, which means future you must have packed up and left already. Got to take note of these sort of things so you know where you are in the timeline. You notice something on the wall over there. One of the clocks that wasn't destroyed before is now blooded and full of holes. Not specially noteworthy, you just have a feeling you should register that fact. Quickly remove lens from Sawbuck. You pry the cigarette holder from his torso. Whoops, another time jump. The stub of goo keeps going for his gun. White body's gotta settle his big ass down. Nah. You really should incapacitate him without inflicting another wound. Knock Sawbuck unconscious. Count some sheep, bitch. Wait, the clock on the wall. It hasn't been destroyed yet, but it's about to be. It's ticking down to the time it struck on in the future. Maybe if you time in just right, you can end this whole mess in one fell slice. You've even got an ice-cold one-liner to dish out when the time comes. You've been working pretty hard on it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hate to cut and... Wait, no, not yet. Wait for it. Hate to... No, wait. Hate to cut and... Damn it, not yet. Hate to cut and run. Shit. Hate to chop all of your heads off with this sword. Really sorry about that. My bad. You slam them all with your rapier wit. Entendi. Entendi que eu não entendi nada. Still waiting to explode, I think, but yeah, dead. Ok. Matou muitas pessoas, inclusive algumas delas mais de uma vez. E isso é homestuck, tá, gente? Morrer várias vezes, isso é homestuck. You grab the tub and chest and move on. That is altogether enough of this nonsense. Call spades. Okay. Okay. You check up on Slick's status. Slick says he killed Crowbar again, Sawbuck twice, and Stitch once. You ask him if it was an alternate timeline Stitch. He says he guesses so. You say that doesn't count. You've got a real one here. He mutters some foul language you can't quite make out, but you tell him never mind and hurry down to meet you at the vault. He says he took some damage from Snowman. You say you know. You're having some effigies made of yourselves with your backup hats. Deuce brought Slick's crumpled backup hat, which he wound up with somehow. Not sure what happened to Deuce's. Boxcars is obviously tied up at the moment, so you can't get your hands on him yet. Slick says he's got both of her hats and he'll be down as soon as possible. You say, alright. He says, in the meantime, you see what you can do about this eye. Have Stitch patch up SS effigy. Get to work, Thread Monkey. Have right eye patched up. Damn it. Your sprite was flipped the wrong way. You got Diamonds on the radio and tell him to undo it and wait until you've turned around. He says it's the right eye, right? Were you facing left or right? You said it's only right when facing left. It's the left eye when facing right. He says, oh, so it's the left right eye. You said Yeah, but hang on a minute. You'll turn around so it's right left. He says, okay, he wait. Meu Deus, que coisa confusa. Ah, tá. That's better. Arm yourself in case cans show up. If cans show up, none of these weapons you got are going to do any good. You admire the lance for a moment. It's a pretty sweet weapon with outstanding craftsmanship. At least you got something out of your eye gouging. She'll have to pry this thing from your rigid severed arm if she wants it back. Ride around on horse hitcher pretended to joust. No. Yeehaw! Meu Deus, o que tá acontecendo? Oh, shit, ela viu isso. Que vergonha. You can't believe she saw you horsing around like that. You will never leave this town. This down. Shoot up biscuits and eggs effigies. Oh. Consegui uma coisa nova, legal. São as músicas. Nice que nice. Pararapapapam, 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 pararapapapam. Stitch keeps their effigies in a big warehouse several miles away because of their ridiculous duplication tendencies. You're sure as hell not going to drive all the way over there, so you just shoot at them in person. Não vou nem me dar o trabalho de tentar entender isso. This was such an unbelievably terrible idea. Charge. This is incredibly delirious business. What? What is happening? This is incredibly silly. Nossa, Nossa, as músicas do Undertale acabaram. De tanto que eu li. The Present. Matou muitas vezes muitas pessoas, ok. Start whacking things with a crowbar. The first thing you whack is egg timer. Whack. You do this because, of course, you know that crowbar will destroy any temporal artifact and completely negate its effect on the timeline. Attempt to eat eggs. What? Your attempt was an overwhelming success. Ok. Eu não esperava por essa, e eu já li isso. Biscuits is looking a tad snug in his muffin tray. He thinks it's about time to poke a boon straw in this battle. His dove will live to rise another day. See you in the future, suckers. Crowbar, biscuits oven, make it happen. You do the oven a wicked flogging, but not much happens. The oven doesn't really have any magical time properties to be negated. It just travels into the future at a rate of 1 second per second like everyone else. Put dynamite in oven. You set the bomb to go off in a few seconds, then both it and biscuits are released from it in a few hours. Turn up heat on biscuits oven. Ok, o cara simplesmente se matou. You're pretty sure this oven doesn't actually work at all. You just wheel it off somewhere else in the mansion so it can explode in peace. Vocês estão notando que, tipo, eram duas facções. Uma delas controla o tempo e o espaço. E mesmo assim, a que não controla é a que tá vencendo. Probably some more clocks destroyed too. Use crowbar to pry the safe open. Since your expert safecracker apparently spent the last 5 or 6 hours being totally useless down here, you figure it's time to take things into your own hands. Huh? What's this little fella all worked up about? Clover insists that you reconsider. Using that to pry open the vault would be ever so much bad luck, like breaking 1,000 mirrors all at once. The sort of mirrors that tick and have numbers and tell time and stuff. That is the worst kind of mirror to break, luck-wise. Politely ask Clover to remain calm. He refuses outright and starts doing really frisky jig. Do-de-do-de-do-de-do, He begins spinning a fanciful series of riddles, illuminating the true path to opening the vault. Mysterious music fills your ears as your mind assumes the shape of a pretzel. This is how the music would sound if we were listening to it right now. Ask Clover for the rhythm. You ask Clover to open the safe. What's this? Hee hee! You think you can shoot Clover? He's so lucky, the gun will probably jam on something predictable like that. Nice try, though. Ah, o lance dele é que ele tem sorte, entendi. You just start whacking him up with a newspaper instead. You don't have to be all that unlucky to get walked around with a newspaper. It's sort of a gray area. Check personal ads of periodical. Parou para o jornal, ok. Meu Deus. This isn't a real newspaper. It's just a wrapper for your private sordid literature, which no one can ever see. Uh-oh, it's slipping out a bit. Your appetite for monochrome beauties is nearly on public display. Gotta keep a lid on that smut, especially with Clover around. Oh no, ele viu. Suddenly the whole vault room is shaking. You wonder what it could be. It sounds suspiciously like Kans is about to plow through the wall, Kool-Aid Man style. You pray to God that it's not Kans about to play through the way Kool-Aid Man style. Oh no, é isso mesmo. All of a sudden, Ken plows through the wall Kool-Aid Man style. Resist the urge to shout, "Oh yeah!" Oh no! Okay. He punches you into next week. Meu Deus! Meu Deus! Vocês já levaram um soco tão forte, mas tão forte, que vocês foram parar na semana que vem? Esse cara já. You find yourself going about your business a week later. Looks like you're doing a little grocery shopping. You're a bit confused, having no memory of the previous week. You have no idea what is on your grocery list. What, are you out of milk? Are you out of milk? What kind of produce do you need to stock up on? It is all a little overwhelming. And to make things worse, the selection has too many prices and values. Ok. Uma referência referenciante referenciada de Sweetball Hella Jeff. Ok. Use Aggie's body as bait for cans. Battle technique, torso flail. Quem tomou o soco da revelação? Um dos caras aqui da Midnight Crew. You flail the torso can's ward in an attempt to placate him with the red meat. Ah, tá. Isso é uma coisa que aconteceu no Midnight Crew. Na outra história. Outra pessoa que foi socada até... Meu Deus, pra onde que ele foi? It doesn't work. Cans, clocks, boxcars entirely out of the current calendar year. You land in a totally different, outdated calendar. O cara levou um soco mas tão forte que ele foi parar em outro calendário. Caralho. Looks like this one's themed with spirited horses. You'll be up to your ass in horses for a whole year. Just great. This is just what you need to be doing. Farming all these goddamn horses. Fucking pain in the ass. Ignore him and just pry the safe open. You don't care what the consequences are. You're going to crack open the safe and be done with it. This whole intermission was starting to get a little punchy anyway. Tá bom, conseguiu abrir o cofre. Beleza. Só que 3 já foram, só sobrou um. The massive release of temporal distortion from the vault transports you to a highly unfavorable timeline. Unfavorable. Looks like the entire mansion was leveled, except for the vault and its enclosure. Everyone's dead, except for you, and you know who. But at least the safe's open. Todos os relógios foram destruídos. Só sobrou a Snowman e ele. Ok. Enter the vault. There's nothing in here except an opening in the floor. There's a door with a keyhole, and you have a feeling you know how to open it. You only wonder why English's treasure would be locked behind a door with a spades on it. Dramatically use the spade key. You guess this is what the spade key was for all this time. You dramatically wield the spade key in a matter-of-fact manner. Peek inside keyhole. What is that? What keyhole? It was clearly a barcode scanner all along, like the kind they sweep groceries over at supermarkets. That reminds you, you should really do some shopping next week. You're not going to peek inside, because the lasers could blind you in one eye. Oh wait, use Ruler's card for blackjack. This was never a problem because there is clearly a barcode imprinted on your rules card for blackjack, as well as your arm, but there's nothing wrong with a little redundancy, you guys. Get on with it. Huh? Oh no! Que filha da puta. Oh, are you looking for this? Well, come and get it, you contemptuous she-witch. Elevator keys. Snowman's black inches, no doubt, have been responsible for more than a few red cheeks. Oh, fuck. Ok, isso foi brutal. Ela é muito boa. Ela é muito boa. Flip your sprite. Turnways sprite flip. You got to flip it. Turnways. Então, ela tirou o braço dele porque precisava do captcha code. Só que daí ele só flipou e daí o braço direito virou o esquerdo, entendeu? É tipo, isso é muito meta. Mano, não entendi nada. Scan the barcode. Ok, ele entrou. Olha, isso aqui é familiar. Isso aqui é familiar também. Isso aqui é bem familiar. Ah lá. Ok, estamos chegando a alguma coisa. This guy again. Been a long time. Hey, kid. Yeah, you. Ai, meu Deus! Ai, meu Deus! Ai, meu Deus! Pessoal, sejam bem-vindos. Esse é o primeiro troll que aparece. Wallpapers. Foda pra caralho. Olha quantos wallpapers a gente conseguiu. Foda. Muito foda. É isso, pessoal. Acabamos por hoje. Chegamos no ato 4. Incrível. Incrível demais. Deixa pra lá. Isso aqui vai ser no começo da live que vem. Ai, tá bom. Tô feliz, tô feliz. Conseguimos muita coisa. É isso aí, Rika. Geto seto-chan. Você acertou. Vou mandar vocês lá pro Danny. Olha, o Danny tá jogando a Hat in Time. Tá. Bora que bora, simbora nessa. Muito obrigada pela participação de todos vocês. Vejo vocês na quarta que vem, se der tudo certo. E boa noite pra vocês. Boa semana. Beijão no coração. Eu tô sem voz. Adeus.